Beneath a massive mountain carving honoring the native people of North America, we are privileged to witness the continued realization of a dream that was conceived 60 years ago. The graduates we salute this afternoon are fruits of that philosophy. Their achievements attest to the wisdom and foresight of both Korczak and Ruth Joukowsky. These 30 students succeeded this summer because they took this opportunity seriously. They maintained focus, worked hard, and did not give up. They excelled in their coursework, their internships, and they learned important life lessons. They are well equipped to be responsible, productive citizens devoted to the betterment of their families, their communities, and the world. Ruth Joukowsky kept the dream alive for 60 years, the dream of an Indian university. She would not let it go. This ceremony celebrates a dream come true and recognizes Ruth Joukowsky for her latest accomplishment and her newest title, founder of the Indian University of North America. And we got an amen on that, didn't we? Thunder from Thunder Mountain.
One of the best reasons that we're here, however, is to welcome the parents, friends, guests of these young, energetic students. For without their help and without them being here, we wouldn't be able to say this is another successful season.
So students, we leave you with 3 thoughts. First, from Korczak. When the world asks you, did you get the job done? What's the acceptable answer? Yes. Yes. I did the job. Yes. Second, from Mrs. Z, don't quit. Stay the course. Find work that you truly enjoy. And from all of us, from Crazy Horse Memorial Foundation, finish college. Finish college.
There are going to be people who tell you what you cannot do. They're going to line up day after day to tell you what you cannot do. You have to stay the course. Every class that you complete, every semester that you advance, every assignment that you do, you are latching onto that earth and building that foundation for the very people who come after you. Brothers and sisters, cousins, daughters, family members. Years hence, tomorrow, and hundreds of years hence, you are that crayfish, small but mighty and powerful. Build that land for those that come after you. Chokma.
Some things that I discovered about myself this summer was that it is possible to live the life that I thought I could only dream of, and that people come and go. But just knowing them, even if it was for such a short amount of time, can change your life forever.
My favorite experience of the summer, besides getting to meet everyone, was going to USD for the visit, because it was nice to get to hang out in the place where I'll be spending the next 8 or 9 years, since I want to become a physician. One thing I discovered about myself while staying here is that I can do whatever I put my mind to. And I didn't always think like that in high school, so it's a big improvement to have that mindset.
One thing I discovered about myself is that I'm proud of my culture and heritage, and that I'm more outgoing than I was when I first came here.
I'd like to leave you with some closing words that Monique shared with us from her father, Korczak's will. You will find in the darkest hours a feeling of great joy and happiness in carrying out even the mundane tasks that go towards living for something far greater than yourselves. Thank you.
Something our professor always says to us, Charlie, I found a poem to go along with this, and it's called Look to This Day. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lies all the realities and verities of existence, the bliss of growth, the splendor of action, the glory of power. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Carpe diem.
One thing that I've discovered about myself is that I'm not as shy as I used to be. Whenever I talk to front of people, I turn pink, and hopefully I'm not doing that right now. I am utterly grateful to the Joukowsky family, the Crazy Horse Memorial Foundation, and USC for the opportunity to jumpstart the beginning of my new life.
And I'd like to leave you guys with a saying Carpe Diem, which means to seize the day.
I can honestly say the best experience of my life was here because of all the amazing people that I've met here. They've all helped me through a tremendous amount of things. They say never, but this summer I also learned that when you're going through struggles, that you should never give up.
One thing I discovered about myself is that there are many opportunities to learn and that I have a huge ambition to take hold of those opportunities and learn as much as I can.
Because of this program, I'm ready to take the next big step into my future. I'd like to leave you guys with a quote. It is from A Pursuit of Happiness. Don't ever let someone tell you that you can't do something. Not even me. You got a dream, you gotta protect it. When people can't do something themselves, they're gonna tell you that you can't do it. You want something? Go get it. Period. Thank you.
The one thing I've learned this summer is that I can accomplish anything as long as I work for it. I'm never going to be afraid to go after what I want anymore.
It's been a long, fun, and challenging summer, and I'm glad to have spent it with these future young scholars. And I would like to refer to the quote, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step." And I'm aware that many of these students are many steps ahead of me, and I would like to let them know that I am. They inspire me, and I'll be right behind them.
And I'll leave with a quote from Mother Teresa. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow has yet to come. We only have today, let's begin.
And I would like to end my speech with a quote by Savannah High-Note. I consider myself a crayon. I might not be your favorite color, but one day you'll need me to complete your picture. Thank you.
One thing I discovered about myself is that I accomplished something that I never thought I could have. I'm making a positive change for myself and becoming the best role model I could ever be for my siblings.
This summer was full of cultural learning opportunities, but I would have to say watching the Native American presenters at Crazy Horse almost every Thursday was my favorite. This summer I discovered that I can do anything I put my mind to, and sometimes we are our own worst enemy.
Yes, one thing I learned about myself this summer was that no matter how big you think you are, you can't do it alone. And on that note, I would like to thank Mrs. Z and the family, the University of South Dakota, and everyone here at the program for helping me travel down this road less traveled by, for it has made all the difference.
Something I discovered about myself this summer I can find in a quote by Mark Twain. And it goes like, "Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first."
One thing I discovered about myself is that if you're under 5'6" around here, you will get picked on. No, but actually, I discovered that I have the ability to do it. I can get through college. It's all up to me.
This summer, I found out that I will be okay in college and that I can do whatever I set my mind to.
The most important thing I learned this summer is the responsibility between my free time and classes, knowing the difference in what I need to do and what I want to do.
One thing I discovered about myself this summer is that anything is possible as long as you put it in a time management schedule. My most memorable experience this summer was getting to meet so many different types of people from all different cultures.
I would like to leave you guys with a quote by me. If you want to make a change, you must put forth an effort towards that change. And in order to make an effort worthwhile, you must be fighting for something worthwhile. Thank you.
We have had many great experiences throughout the course of the summer, and I have two favorite ones. My first one is working at the internship up at the monument. I was a tour guide, and I really love my job. The second one is whenever we're visited by the Dussel Group, which is a deep underground science and engineering laboratory. There are some interesting people from all around the world. During my time here this summer at Crazy Horse, I have learned many things about myself. The thing I'm most proud of is I have learned that I truly and honestly believe I belong in college, and I'm going to succeed.
I have learned that I may face obstacles in school and life, but with somewhat hard work and optimism, I can overcome them.
My ultimate dream is to become a professional dancer, so you can imagine how excited I was when I met professional dancer and actor Andrew Ozorko while working as a tour guide up at the mountain. This summer, I learned how to say my Indian name in Lakota, Wacha Washte, which means pretty flower, thanks to that man right there, Alvin. I also learned the often underrated skill of talking to strangers, whether it's a group of 300 like yourselves or a single person.
One thing I discovered about myself was how hard I have to work, not to only meet my goals, but to excel beyond them.
One thing I found out about myself this summer is that I have been given the tools to success, but it is my job to put those tools to use in achieving my goals.
My internship was one of the many amazing tour guides on the mountain. Was meeting a lot of unique people and my coworkers. They're great people. Something I've discovered about myself this summer is that as long as I work my tail off and never quit, anything can get done.
One thing I learned about myself was I need to stop procrastination, and I'm a lot happier when I have my naps.
The 2013 session of the Indian University of North America now stands adjourned, and we honor these graduates with a closing prayer song, a song of gratefulness for direction and guidance, and you all have the opportunity to express your personal congratulations to each of our graduates. We thank you so very much for